packages is the emblem, is the other emblem, which is the one I have now. So it's like you don't even get like a speed road. So it's kind of like, oh, whatever. That was a bummer. Hello, internet. So yeah, just Destiny 2 here. You know, my nice friend that I found again. Jumping into the flashpoints and then Ikora missions so I can try to get that sweet armor set on the Warlock. There we go. And then, you know, hopefully I get it done before the podcast. If not, whatever. I'll be playing by the podcast that's going on, and you just won't hear me talk. It's fine. And then I got a Warcliffe coil that dropped at 305. That was from an exotic income, and I just put it into my raid rocket launcher because I was like, it's not exotic, so I kind of wanted to keep it, but I was like, I already have one, so I can just infuse it later. And if I need to use the raid one, I can just have that slot for another exotic. And I can use it to my heavy.
Yeah, basically, you get to a point where exotics are your infusion fuel for whatever army you like.
Well, that was the case in Destiny 1. After a certain amount of time.
Weird hearing that Destiny 1 music again.
Oh yeah, that was cool, the Iron Lord stuff. So I was like, oh, especially towards the end of the match when it like kicks up and it's like super intense because it makes it sound like the Axis fight. I was like, oh, that's cool. I rather enjoyed that. Oh yeah, and we got to level 5. Yay! So you know, I think I don't want to take a credit for putting it over the top, but I don't think anybody else was playing when we got there. So you're all welcome.
Yeah, you just needed that 1500.
Yeah.
Increases the chance of receiving tokens.
Like Gamer, if we would have had that, we were playing Trials, we'd have got even more tokens. And possibly
challenge? They only give you like a shit. Only like pittance when you complete the challenges.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Because you're supposed to get 5 for a win. So they only give me 2 per challenge.
Crew members,
oh my
Cabal
God.
are approaching for resource acquisition.
So it's definitely above 1 for that one. Yeah, 1.7. Efficiency. Huh. Crazy. Oh, the reputation bummer did you.
Oh, so you think you're gonna come in here and dig, do you?
What will stop them, I wonder?
Yeah, Gamer, that Raven Guide to Games is horrible. It was like the worst ever. It just reminded me of like why, like after that I was like, I'm never not rating, or I'm never rating without my rating after that. That was just the worst.
You waited how long?
I was curious, dude. I was like, okay, well, if people are willing, but then I was like, after the fact, I was like, well, obviously, if you're receiving, you don't have to wait a long time, not the effing guide game. Yeah, it's kind of like backed up on that in that regard.
I was kind of shocked you couldn't even get past the freaking hub. Was it kids?
No, it was not kids. I sure bugged some of it, so yeah. I will eventually put that and be like, this is a great game that never was, because terrible. Effing terrible.
So they never completed it?
Nope. There needs to be like an option before you go into the match. Like, if you want to like confirm your option and like give it like top of the other team, because the other team is like hey, what are you doing? Or, who's here? Or blah, blah, blah. Like, once we were in there, and I was like, at that point, I was like, crap, we're screwed. This is not going to go in well. And of course, we did not always got a lot of shit off the map. Very far away.
I don't understand, because like, we had no trouble when we first played the raid figuring out what to do at that hub area. It's like, oh, we need 3 keys. You go to the whatever place, kill the yellow guy, the yellow bird guy, get the key, go back, insert it.
Yeah, dude, they kept getting their thing taken back, because they took the first one and then, like, not make it back in time.
Did you tell them about
I didn't know. I didn't know how to mechanics are, dude. I was just like, I didn't know the buff would go away that you could shoot the shit at enemies. So I was like, when that went away, I was like, oh, I didn't know that happens.
Well, that buff, it's useful if you're first starting the raid. Like, as you get higher and higher, once you get more powerful, it becomes less relevant. But that Force of Will definitely helps when you're, like, early levels. Oh yeah, Cade. But that Force of Will definitely helps when you're like early 260, 270. But later on, you don't really need it. Man, how long did you guys stay there?
Probably like 30 minutes.
No, it's not happening.
Yeah. Well, someone left from their side because they didn't have. There was like one person that wasn't in their clan, and they like left after a while. And like we were trying to 5 man it with it, and it just wasn't going well. And then they're like, oh, let's just try to find another team or whatever. Blah blah blah. I was like, yeah,
Calculating probabilities.
Were they high level?
They were 290.
Yes, they are.
Too much recommended. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, it is cool. I got a team code. Oh yeah, that's the other cool thing. Is like since Aladdin's the announcer, I got like a new voice thing that I hadn't gotten before. I think it's like even better than Cade 6 or something. And I got a team code thing like that was cool. Nice sure if I do.
Is it a glitch that when you go to Lord Saladin, like there's no one on the side when you go up to him?
I don't know.
No, like when you go to talk to him, is he there in the portrait?
In the portrait?
Or is it just like the gong?
What do you mean?
Like most of the characters, how they start when you talk to them, like, there's like a panel and then there's them on the side. Because I went there this morning and I was like going up to him and it's like I can't really see him.
I'm not sure.
Do you have the set to play now?
No, I don't.
That was ship 300 now, so proceed raid. It's just not today.
Yeah. Bummer. Yeah, like I read it wrong, so I thought it was delayed until tomorrow. And then I was playing with the people I was playing with Crystal Wolf, and they're like, no, it's written until next week. I was like, what? No. No.
I was pretty drunk at all
I feel bad for all the TV players, because it's like they have nothing to do for the whole week.
They were just waiting to put up their stream, get some subs. But he's like,
nope, gotcha. Suckers. Oh, and then I finally ran into space in my my vault for shaders today, and I started using the Iron Banner one. But I have like too many, so
It's gonna happen. Oh, there's an Iron Banner shader?
Yeah, there's two of them. They're not hitting.
Well, we've slowed them down.
What do computational processing speeds matter for Vex? Answer suppressed.
Yeah, and then, like, the gunsmith isn't selling any mods I need. It's really annoying.
Well, you have to make them.
Oh, you have to make them? How?
You buy a bunch of blue mods, and then you just try to make as much purple as you can, and the purples you don't use, you dismantle, and then you take those parts, and then you could create a new random legendary mod.
So, when you break down the mods, they turn into the parts that you make them from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was like, look, because I was like, wondering, like, how fast you ran the
there's no
Glimmer
way
for?
to get kinetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, this is expensive. It's doing on my Glimmer is correct.
2,500 per mod. Once you max out your Glimmer, that's the only thing you buy.
Yeah, it's totally been worth getting on. See if my Glimmer at max now. No. Let's see, so if I go to inventory and go to mods. So break down the blue ones you said? Or the purples? Or does it matter?
Not break them down, break down the purples. You get the blues, you make them into purples. And then whatever you don't want to use, you break those down.
I see. It's like a bunch of blues, and I'm like, why do I even have these?
Oh yeah,
Since
you
I
keep
never use
those
the blues.
until you get 3, and you exchange them to make them.
Oh, okay, so it does
legendary
make them. Okay, okay. So let's see, arc. I didn't use arc on striking. On melee. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, energy, weapon handling, defense, void, energy, recoil, arc, power weapon, no thank you. Arc melee. Jesus.
Attention! A fallen mining expedition is on its way. May I suggest discouraging them?
Glimmer extraction. Oh, this is easy. Okay. And it was kind of angry because I was trying to get the, like the Icor armor set for the Warlock, and then I got like a bunch of gloves when I was cleaning the packages, and I was like, really?
That's one fancy glimmer drill.
Yeah, I
Knowing
agree.
you, it won't look that way for
live and
long.
roll in Destiny. So I got the class item, and I got the gloves, and I got nothing else, so I was like, really, it's gonna be like this. So it's like this again.
I'm looking for the legs for that one. But that, yeah, the chest piece is really sexy. They did it up already?
They're heading for another site.
Okay, and since you've like actually done the with more than one character, so if you're checking, if you consider anything else like vendors where you can just use them on one character if you want to.
Okay.
Like all your tokens for the raid when you turn it into the robot, like can you just like spend them all on one character if you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna do that until I got my full set on my Warlock. And then the Hunter, and then the Titan, and it's like, yay, I got all set of armor, yay. But then it's like, I just remember that in hard mode in Destiny 1, that there's like a different set of armor for the ornamentation stuff. And that's probably the case again. So now I'm like, dang.
Oh, so you're gonna hoard all your tokens.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the guys only gonna have one set. So for that, you probably have to wait for, gonna wait it off. Unless there's a second vendor or something.
They
Or
might
a different
edit, you
token.
never know.
I don't know what they're gonna do. hope it's a different person, but you get the same token, and the only way to get back is by it dropping. They're just trying to get a different set.
Look at all that glimmer just lying around. Anyone can take it.
F you, really? What is sitting there? That's such garbage. Hey, when you're doing a puzzle, right, there's an enemy that's like way far away. That's like not even in the puzzle that you're in, just shooting at you, and like just making it a pain in the A. Dang it. You don't need to do that. The architects.
They grabbed the glimmer, but we blew up that drill.
Dang it,
I
I
hope
stepped
you
out the thing.
observed proper safety precautions. We wouldn't want... No, we do want Fallen to get hurt. Never mind.
%.
Attention all crew members. Incoming Fallen craft with elevated ether signatures.
feeding on that servitor.
That is very bad news. Please stop them.
Eat that, Fallen. Yeah.
Servitors
Servitors make sentient machines look bad.
I'm sorry, that's impossible. I always look good.
Servers bugged. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, I've been contacting this in servers a lot. It's playing with me. I only actually got booted once though, so.
It's just weird, like this, we can't activate the heroic on the Spire thing. It's not activating.
Ew.
Kind of, unless it's already active? Oh yeah, something's definitely wrong. Crap. That came up more. Being like phantom minotaurs. Yeah, something's definitely wrong. This is hilarious.
Oh, Spire integration. Hmm.
Alert! I'm detecting abnormal Vex activity in a local quadrant.
These Vex, they're building something.
Calculating probabilities. Yes, they are. Trying to load like the Spire.
if you don't see anyone else in the injection ring for the public event, supposedly you could shoot the weak points before you enter the heroic the event, and you could blow them up before we start.
Oh, nice. Yeah, dude, that's like the one I can never trigger when I go away.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blueberry. Thanks. Oh yeah, also on that level play Trials the first week, like if you play on the controller, it's like so messed up because if you're the inside team is screwed. Because if the other team takes A and B, you're basically just trying to get outside
What
and
do
like
computational processing
fight
speeds
against
matter
that,
for
but it's like
Vex?
so
You
hard.
mean on that specific map?
Answer
Yeah,
suppressed.
it's not. You can just hold the outside and like kind of just, it's basically in your favor for the most part. If you don't.
Is it
suck.
because the points are so super close to each other?
No, it's just because it's such a, like, the spawning and, like, the choke points on the map. Because you have, like, if to get to B, like, you can either jump from the middle, which is suicide, or go somehow around, which either takes too long or just isn't that good for strategy. And the other team basically just spawns outside when they have A and D, and I think as long as they stay on top of those 2 points, and, like, you can't take anything, and, like, you keep dying, you're gonna, like, lose at the point difference. Ugh.
I can't believe you got the entire set.
I didn't get the entire set of armor.
Jeez, man. That sucks.
I still don't have the rocket launcher, or the whatever sniper rifle, whatever guns I'm missing. I don't know what weapons it is. And that's only like, you know, right side is that I think get like a lot of weapons. Even if I don't have some of my favorites, like the assault rifle. What is it? Fine. No big deal. Again, so if I'm over 300, which I am, I shouldn't worry about like, trying to get higher before I open up all the weekly chests that are given to you in the tower by like the Clarinx 2 and the Holiday Craft. Spire integration again? Whatever.
These Vex, they're building something.
Calculating probabilities.
No. Spire integration's not
Yes,
nice.
they are.
Two things.
Alert. I'm detecting abnormal Vex activity in a local quadrant.
Wow, really just all that jump on the same crit at once, everybody. Jeez. I feel like you can't multitask or something like that. Whatever.
Why would they leave these plates around if they get so angry when anyone
Is
steps
that
on them?
legendary? The awesome. I'll take that.
Fire down. Eat that.
As inorganic networked intelligences, bats are not capable of digestion.
Yeah, thanks. Eat that anyway. Inorganic networked intelligences.
Active hard. Let's see. So this is a special weapon or a weapon. And boots, and I have all my gear over at the Electronics Fair. Yes.
Oh, I gotta put my stuff in mobility.
Let's see, so after this I just have the knife on it. Awesome. Guess I'll go back to another day. Clean up some stuff. Oh wait, no, missions in my car. My 61 La Gama. What shows do I have not very many of? Because I need to get this crap used up. Amalon Camo. Of course, not really. So is there anything you can do with shaders besides put them on stuff? Can you like break them down or sell them?
Mods?
No, the shaders.
If it's a shader that you got from Eververse, you get Bright Dust.
Oh, okay.
This mount.
What,
You get like 50, I think 50 Gomer. So you break them up.
what do you get with, what can you spend Bright Dust on? Just Eververse stuff?
Yeah.
So I'll just break down all the non-legendaries then. But then,
Hi there.
if it's, yeah, whatever.
Check.
Legendary, so I have a shooter in the Postmaster, it's a legendary one, and then like trying to figure out how I can get it without, or what to use, just get it.
Whenever
Like,
you
ugh,
need
annoying.
Guardian.
Whatever.
What can I do for you, Warlock?
I need legs. I might have need legs. I did need legs, gamer. Yes. Yes, and they dropped it. 301. Whatever. I will put them into my new monarchy legs. Oh wait. I should wait until I get... Damn it! No! Because now I gotta do the stupid, like, crap to see if I can get her legs, and then I can...
Guardian.
I can do something, I don't know. Curses, whatever. I'll just do it. Cut. Take clear missions, go again. And then, like, I'm glad that, sometimes she'll have challenges that where you, if you do them, you get stuff from her, because that first week I didn't know that you could do this to get that armor set, but whatever. I'm still not over it.
It's once per week, I think, right?
It is once per week, because I figured that, I found that out last week, and I was like, oh, I didn't do this the first week. No.
We'll be there.
And I think she had like 5 missions or something, or probably 4, but it feels like it was 5. I probably am remembering incorrectly. Maybe. I totally get it. But it's fine, because in time I'll have the armor set, so it's still cool. It's whatever. No big deal.
Alright, we're not out of this yet. Now that we've reached the control center, we still need to power up the place before we can take care of our fleet. Commander Zavala tells me you volunteered. I'll run tactical. Shipwright Holiday here will provide tech support. It's a straightforward op. Get in, flip a switch, get out. Sloane's got a way of making things sound easy, doesn't she?
I took a nap before... Well, I haven't taken one after I woke up. And I took a nap when I got home from work, so I was like, I'm gonna
Did we leave the fallen
remember
here?
everything for this year.
No. Those vultures have been following us since we evacuated Earth.
I didn't do it. Almost it. I didn't know like what kind of BS was involved on like the ground. You're the D1. It's evil. You know. After the double helmet situation, I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be one of those, doesn't it? It's gonna be like that. Well then, consider the match nets or something. Like this is a play for
not having any grind.
I thought that was super weird, dude. I was like on Twitter when they tweeted out everything about the race or whatever, and then people were like, "There's no grinding in this thing, which is stupid." And I was like, "What? Who the F are you?" Like, whatever. That's all I was thinking to complain about. No grind at all, gamer. No grind at all. It's just a nice, comfortable, happy.
Amanda, the
Do
hive
your
have
weeklies
infected
and then just
every
bang those out
escalator
there.
to
Melanie, we gotta get you back in the
your happy
air.
place.
We'll need ongoing aerial threat assessments to keep our perimeter secure. Oh,
Lies.
yeah. You know my ship took a beating during the evacuation.
I
I'll bump you to the front of the line for repairs once the lights are back on.
Crap, but
Great.
there's a grind there.
Great.
You may not notice it. You may not see it very well, but it exists. The grind for Link Gamer, because that grind never stops. You just see something and you're like, I want the thing, and you go do the thing, get the thing, and you don't get the thing.
Chasing those exotics. Because supposedly there's another pair of Warlock gauntlets I have never seen anyone have. And like, what the fuck? So that heals you when you
We can
Some of the pistons are moving, but we're still sitting in the
Like
dark.
the first weekend at the faction rally, and I was like, I want to get the Warlock chasing the Monarchy.
Something
Next
went
week,
wrong. Pistons must be jammed.
And I didn't get
Sorry,
the
pal.
chassis.
You're gonna have to go out there. Bring a workaround.
Not a guaranteed. So yes, they may have like very casualified and oversimplified like everything in the game, but the grind is left there. Even if it says otherwise, it's effing wrong. When where it's like, hey, let me go get these pyroclastic whatever the effing orbs for my sword 25 times in patrol mode.
Oh my god, I do not want to remember that.
And let me get these 50 calcified fragments for this sweet shader.
Dallas. God, oh my god.
Yeah, there's no magical exotic weapon that I have to get like the 5,000 puzzle pieces for and then put together, or like jump through 50 effing hoops in like random missions to like do whatever weird conditions to like get the crap to like do what I needed to do, and put in like these hexagon math equation answers into a console somewhere on the map before the time expires or whatever. Without Break Prime, it's like, oh, I need one of each class, and I gotta do all this crap, and I gotta do the raid again after I do it all. It's like, oh, sounds like a fun time. It's like, the game may not be that severe, but it still exists. Like, oh, Iron Man armor? I just want to play games. I get tokens. Oh, I got a package. Oh, what's Lion give me? Oh, it gave me a helmet. And then, like, you know, however many hours later, alright, let me turn my next package in. Oh, it gave me another helmet. Ho, ho, ho. I didn't know that could happen, but now I do. And that's a grind, gamer. That's an effing grind. Because now it's like, oh, I didn't know I could get duplicate items out of the thingies because I didn't know how much it was going to F me in this game. But now I know it's going to F me in this game, and I expect it at every turn. Even if it is very gentle effing, it's still effing me. And so it's like, yeah, you know, I may want that full set, but I'm going to have to grind to get the full set.
Just play the entire week and see if you get the full set.
Gamer, that is not how I do things, okay? I have to have it now, because whatever. Because I want it, and you know, it's like if I put the time in, I think
I look like a samurai.
Yeah.
That's why I want it so bad. You put any
So you
shader on it?
can't just like you can't just like dangle that fruit in front of me and be like, here you go, Tekken, do your dailies and you might get it. It's like, no, I'm gonna grind all day long and get the first day, so I have one now. Guard yourself.
Did you hear that?
Your RNG BS. Do you have a prosecutor, gamer? Because I kept getting killed by that, and then I didn't know it was an exotic class in the tower, and it saw it drop yellow, and I was like, oh, it's an exotic.
Pretty good.
Because it killed me slightly against my legendary non-exotic auto rifle, and I was like, oh, I need to be one of those, apparently.
Child weapon.
Oh, what? No, it's not a child weapon, dude, because I saw someone get it from Sladden, and it's exotic.
Child weapon.
Well, it may be child weapon. Oh, you mean like the pulse rifle that Xur had this weekend?
It's auto rifle.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, what do you mean by it's a child weapon? Like, it's a PvP only gun, or what?
You can get it through emissary.
Oh.
We made it to the Euro platform.
But is it exotic?
Okay.
No, it's not exotic.
Into the
It's
stalled
legendary.
pistons.
But I
See
saw
what's
it
jamming
top
them.
is yellow in the
Once
tower.
they're all moving,
when I
we're
was
in
in the
Prospector.
tower. Yeah.
Prospector.
Oh,
It's
prospect.
exotic.
Oh. So there's two different guns.
Grenade launcher.
Oh yeah, found the problem.
Okay, never
The
mind.
hive
I'm thinking
gunked up
I
the
might be thinking
pistons.
two different ones.
Then let's find a fix.
Or maybe they're just like
First
similarly
piston's
named,
good to go. We gave
but
it
I
a
didn't
power
actually
scrubbing.
see the one in the
That's
tower
great
he
and all,
used on me
but,
since it was in the tower.
It's still pretty
And I'm just
dark on
thinking
this
of
end.
two different ones.
Sounds like you got more scrubbing to do,
So
Guardian.
I had to play Trials with that auto rifle. That's too bad because yeah,
It's a pretty good auto rifle.
it is.
If you don't have Urios or
I'd say Uriel's and
you don't have the
because man, Urgent Fire has crowd control on it, and like man, once you get that first kill, and you can just like get a second kill. Oh, it's so good. And Uriel's is just really good stats, really good stats.
I think it's good because like the impact is slightly higher, and that's like the biggest difference.
I think actually it has high power rounds 2 on it, so that's also the thing. No, Uriel's.
It doesn't.
No, well, maybe Urgent Fire has. I don't know. There's something I was using today. And
I know. It sounds like it hits harder. That's for sure.
Man, I wonder how many like reasons you have to grind in trials with the sweet PvP weapons.
Final piston is clear.
Like how long that takes if
Control
you're a
center's still
terrible
dark,
trials team like
so
we
it's
do.
gotta be more than a piston problem. I have to get
I
in
think some
fucking
people do that. They're
circuit
just like,
breakers.
whatever, man.
You
Try
played
the
with another
central
team, and they only
platform.
got
Everything
4
routes
wins,
through there.
So it's brutal in trials, man.
It's kind of weird because like this is like the worst that I would say it's ever been as far as like just trying to get far with a okay / not split super try hard team early on and just getting turned from. I'm kind of like wondering if you're ever like do anything to like try to like lure those people backwards and like X-Files. Or if they just succeed and they're like, oh, they just, you know, they just never win that first match, but they get tokens and they're happy with that. And they get stuff from the packages. And they're happy enough or something. I don't know.
Like if they give 1 token, like I wouldn't care. Even if they give 1 token for a loss, I wouldn't care. Like,
Circuit breaker's going to be around there
just-
somewhere. Find it and
I
flip the
understand why
switch.
it's brutal.
Just
but
like I said.
it's pretty bad right now. What was this thing, man?
Yeah! Power's
Once
back!
I saw the floating.
Exemplary work, everyone. But we still have to deal with these intercepted enemy transmissions.
Yay, 3 coins. I was also kind of like just annoyed and a bit irritated when like the thing for your 10 packages, like your reward was the emblem. I was like, really? That's the reward for the milestone, it's just a flipping emblem, whatever. Ugh. What a smack in the face. But I'm sure through all of season 1 there's gonna be plenty of emblems to get. Ho ho. Oh yeah, and then like when I saw the thing on Twitter when there was like that one developer who was like, what are you guys
Step on
supposed
up.
to do with Destiny
Take a
2 or
look.
whatever, it kind of made it seem like they're still doing the whole fly to see their parents and not know what they're doing. So it's like, that's a bit weird. Hope I'm wrong though.
Is there a trap man effect for Iron Banner? That'd be pretty cool if there's a wolf or something.
I don't know. That would be neat.
That would be pretty hot.
I imagine there is, because there's probably like a ship in this world, but then again, I guess if you check Saladin, maybe I think it's not in there, maybe, so. Maybe there it isn't. Oh.
Huh. I don't know if I can get this one.
Another golden age blueprint for interplanetary.
Okay, no, that's, I always do that. It's like, I don't want to do that. There's nothing there, just don't go up the tower. Safety jumping on the part with the courtyard and the tree.
Don't stop fighting. We all appreciate it.
Oh, it's this one here.
Welcome.
It's a different spot.
Yes. Oh, come on, dude. It gave me the class item and the
Edges of
stupid
my
high-mighty
mind.
complex on the... That's, I
These
already have the
stairs
class
and
item.
vaults.
This is so irritating. Oh my gosh. It's like, dude, I just want to get this flipping armor set. Last week it was like, here's a bunch of gloves. And now it's like, here's a glow set. And it's like, oh, you don't understand. I don't.
What have you learned? I sense him. On the far edges of my mind. He stirs in the vault. Why?
What would you like to say?
Let's see, shoot 3 per thingy, and I need 10 for level.
Anything you need.
Well, I'm not gonna get. Oh crap, I only have 3 missions. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be 3 missions. And... let's see what time this is. Just gonna be one more before podcast time. Guess I turn the computer on. Let's do Utopia, since we just came from Titan.
Very well. Be well.
Not getting on one of your stupid space flights.
Titan.
I know you are capable. How can the Vanguard help? Come back safe.
Watch mine? Watch this one. It does. I'm wondering if they'll raise the light level when Prestige mode comes out. And when they'll raise the light level. We shall see. Or just like wait until first
Holiday has
expansion.
detected an unusual amount of electricity being redirected into the arcology.
Like that can only mean one thing. A network of CPUs. Powerful ones.
This
Maybe
one, this is
powerful
that
enough to
cool mission
decrypt
where
that
you get to go
cabal
inside
signal we intercepted.
the colony.
Unfortunately, we don't know where the network might be located.
So you're gonna have to snoop around. Not draw too much attention.
Guardian, securing this asset could turn the tide of this war with the Red Legion. Without it, I don't know what comes next.
Sounds like the Arcology's operating system is back online.
I knew it. Keep an eye out for an OS access terminal. You can use it to pinpoint the CPU network.